Someone recently asked about tree sap, what it is, how it's made, and why you sometimes see it oozing out of trees for no apparent reason, like this. Tree sap is amazing stuff. It transports nutrients, minerals and water around the tree, much like blood does around our bodies. Trees absorb water and nutrients, such as phosphorus, nitrates and potassium, through their roots from the soil. The minerals then travel up the tree, carried by the water in tubes called xylem, and delivers them to cells where they're needed for all sorts of things that help the tree to grow and survive. The cells in the leaves use water for photosynthesis, which produces glucose, which is needed by every cell in the whole plant to release energy by respiration. That glucose can also be stored in lots of ways around the plant. For example, it may be stored as starch in tubers in the roots, such as we find with potatoes. But first it has to get there. So it moves up and down the plant, carried in water in tubes called phloem. It's this water carrying all these substances up and down the plant in xylem and in phloem that we call sap. And that's all pretty clever, but sap is even more amazing than that. It also carries hormones and chemicals that allow plants to communicate with each other and to help them defend against attack from herbivores. Some trees even contain antifreeze chemicals that protect the tree from freezing in cold temperatures. Sometimes you see a tree oozing sap from its bark. This happens when a tree is damaged. It might be from something obvious, like a branch being cut, or from something less obvious, like damage from insects, like the larvae of bark beetles. Sometimes it's because of pathogens, things like fungi or bacteria, that we can't see at all. And occasionally it may be because a tree has grown too fast and split its own bark. In all these cases, though, the sap does a great job of protecting and healing the tree. The sap forms a sticky layer, a bit like blood forms a scab when our skin is damaged. This sticky layer forms a barrier that stops insects and other herbivores from causing further damage, but it also seals the wound and protects it from infection. Sap contains chemicals like antibiotics that kill bacteria and terpenes which deter animals. So if you see a plant oozing sap, it's probably because it's been damaged somehow. But don't worry, the sap that you're seeing will be doing an amazing job of helping the plant to heal.